If you've ever traded gold, you know that feeling, right? You're staring at the chart, just trying to figure out what on earth it's going to do next. But what if I told you the biggest clue isn't even on the gold chart? Today, we're going to pull apart a strategy that uses a totally different chart to see what's coming around the corner for gold. And this, right here, this is the heart of the problem. So many traders are just stuck being reactive. They're watching gold, waiting for it to make a move, and then they try to jump on the bandwagon. That is a really, really tough way to win consistently. So, what if you could flip the script? What if there was some kind of leading indicator, a cheat code, if you will, that could signal gold's next big move before it actually happens? Well, that's exactly what we're about to dive into. So, this cheat code, it's not some fancy, complicated indicator you have to buy. The secret is actually hiding in plain sight on the US dollar index chart, or the DXY. It's just a simple measure of the dollar's strength against other big world currencies. The logic here is surprisingly simple, but trust me, it is incredibly powerful. It all boils down to this one fundamental relationship. You see, gold is priced in US dollars. So when the dollar gets stronger, it literally costs more for anyone holding a different currency to buy gold. That naturally pushes demand down, and the price of gold tends to fall with it. And of course, the opposite is true. When the dollar is weak, gold is basically on sale for the rest of the world, demand goes up, and the price tends to rise. It's like a seesaw. This slide just lays out the mental shift perfectly. When you're only watching gold, you're playing defense. You're being reactive. You're waiting for things to happen, and then you follow the crowd. But by watching the dollar index, you get to go on offense. You become anticipatory. You see the reason for the move coming, which gives you a chance to get positioned before everybody else piles in. It's a total game changer. Okay, so that's the theory. How do we actually put this into practice? Well, it all starts with a very specific, and I mean very simple, two-chart setup. Let's break down exactly how you turn this idea into something you can actually trade. Rule number one, and this is non-negotiable, is to get rid of all the noise. Seriously, so many traders just stack their charts with so many indicators and lines that they can't even see the price anymore. For this strategy, clarity is king. We are only focused on clean, obvious price levels, support and resistance. That's it, nothing else. The actual setup couldn't be easier. Just open up the DXY chart. Pick a time frame you're comfortable with. The 30-minute or 1 hour works great. Then, just look at the chart and mark the most obvious support levels below where the price is now, and the most obvious resistance levels above it. These are going to be our tripwires, the key levels we'll be watching for a signal. Once that's done, you're ready to go. All right, so our dollar index chart is prepped, it's clean, and it's ready. Now we get to the fun part, the specific rules for getting into a trade. This is the dollar flip itself, the exact moment we stop watching the dollar and start taking action on gold. So for a long trade, meaning we want to buy gold, we're waiting for the DXY to show weakness. The signal is a strong, convincing candle that closes below one of our key support levels. The second that happens, boom, we flip over to our gold chart. Now here's the most important part, patience. Do not chase that first spike. We wait for a little dip, a pullback, which gives us a much better entry. Then we look for a candle that shows us buyers are stepping back in, and that's our cue to go long. And the short trade, well, it's just the mirror image. This time we're looking for the dollar to show strength. So we're waiting for a strong candle to close above a DXY resistance level. We flip to gold, but because gold tends to fall a lot faster than it rises, we expect a very quick, tiny bounce. We enter our short trade when that little bounce gets rejected, and we aim for the next support level down. Now, this right here is probably the single most important detail of the entire strategy. A weak break is a fake break. We need to see conviction. A little wick poking through the level doesn't count. That's a classic fake out. We need to see a strong, healthy candle body closing decisively on the other side of that line. A tiny little candle is a huge red flag that the move has no real power behind it. Okay, no strategy is foolproof, right? So the real key to being consistent is knowing when not to trade. It is absolutely critical to understand the three main situations where this whole dollar-gold connection can get a little messy. So yeah, there are three specific scenarios that should just make you stop, take your hands off the keyboard, and wait. Honestly, learning these filters is just as important as knowing the entry rules, because this is what's going to protect you from those common, frustrating losses. First up, major news events. You need to avoid these like the plague. Things like Fed announcements or big jobs reports can just throw everything into chaos and break that nice, clean correlation. Second, like we just talked about, ignore those weak breaks on the DXY. They're sucker bets. And third, be really careful if gold itself is parked right at a huge psychological number. Those big round numbers have their own kind of gravity, and they can sometimes overpower what the dollar is doing. And look, the bottom line is that discipline is everything. Following the entry rules might get you into some good trades, but respecting these filters is what will keep you out of the bad ones. And over the long run, that's what really separates consistent results from just a bunch of costly mistakes. So let's just circle back for a second and look at the huge timing advantage this gives you. This timeline shows it all. On candle 1, the dollar index breaks. That's your signal. By candle 2, you've used that heads up to get into gold on a nice, quiet pullback. It's not until candle 5 or so that the rest of the market, the crowd that's only watching gold, finally catches on and starts piling in, which just pushes the price right towards your target. And that really is the heart of it. You're already in the trade, managing your position, maybe even already in profit, while a lot of other traders are just getting the alert that gold is finally moving. That is a massive edge to have. Ultimately, this whole thing is about making a shift from simply reacting to what you see to actively anticipating what might happen next. You're no longer just trading the effect on the gold chart. You're trading based on the cause that you see on the dollar chart. So we've laid out the whole pattern for you. The only real question left is, now that you see it, how are you going to use it?